All right, class, last section. Hooray! Yay, we're almost done. Percent to decimal. All right, take a deep breath. Let it go. We're almost done. I know that it might seem overwhelming. You're thinking, why is Miss Gomez and why is Miss Garcia teaching us so much stuff in one night? But we promise you, it'll be really easy and you'll get it when we talk about it in class. If there's any questions that you think about, feel free to write them down so that you can bring them to class tomorrow. Percent to decimal. Move the decimal point, or just the decimal, 2 places to the left. Okay, and write that in big letters. Move it to the left. I'll tell you why that's important in just one moment. Move it to the left. We call this DP. The reason why we call that DP is because DP stands for decimal point, and wherever you have the decimal, you're going to move it 2 places to the left. 1, 2, ta-da! Okay. So go ahead and open your flap. And let's get started on our example. Let's change 73% into a decimal. Okay? Now DP tells us move the decimal point 2 places to the left. Why do you think that is? Here we moved it to the right 2 times. And we multiplied by 100. So here we're dividing by 100 because we're moving it to the left. Okay? Here we moved it to the right. Here we're moving it to the left. So we divide by 100. Now let me show you what that would look like. Okay? First of all, 73 is a whole number, so it's got a decimal point right there. Okay? All whole numbers have a decimal point at the end. 73 divided by 100 with the decimal point and the 0. Go ahead and add the 0 and bring up your decimal point. Okay, 100 does not go into 7, so I put a 0. 100 does not go into 73, another 0. But 100 goes into 737 times. Minus 700 gives me 30. Add a 0 and bring it down. 100 goes into 300 exactly 3 times. And I got a 0, so I know I'm done. Okay, so this really is your answer, 73 hundredths. But the easy way, the shortcut to do it.
Kaylee Cook, if you're in the building, please come to the office. Kaylee Cook, come to the office, please.
Sorry for that interruption. I am still in school, and we've got some announcements going on. So, going back to this. The shortcut is just to move the decimal point over 2 times to the left. 1, 2, and that still gives you the same answer, 73 hundredths, 73 hundredths. This is just the long way to do it, and we're showing you a shortcut. So use it, all right? And last but not least, hooray, we're almost done. Decimal to percent. To change a decimal to a percent, we move the decimal point. How many times? 2. 2 places to the right. And again, write that in big letters so that you know which time we use to move it to the right and which we use to move it to the left. Percent to decimal is to the left and decimal to percent is to the right. Okay? Our very last example right here. If we had 13 hundredths. All right, so I've got my decimal point, move it over once, move it over twice, and I'm done. 13 hundredths becomes 13%. Okay, now again, the reason for that is because when I'm moving the decimal to the right, I'm multiplying by 100. If I had 13 times 100, 3 times 0 is 0, 3 times 0 is 0, 3 times 1 is 3, 1 times 0, wait, we forgot our placeholder, 1 times 0 is 0, 1 times 0 is 0, and 1 times 1 is 1. Add them all together, 1, 3, 0, 0. And we can't forget about that decimal, okay? So we count the number of place values, 2 place values here, add the decimal, 13 holes, and you add your percent sign. And you're done. Easy as that. So make sure that your foldable is nice and neat, that it's folded and cut the correct ways, and bring it to class with a summary, the definition for simplify, and the reason for why we can move the decimal points. Okay? Have a good night, and we will see you tomorrow in class.